Hey everyone, what's going on? It's your boy Krebsy Crypto, and for today's video, I'm just going to be going over this article that talks about Ethereum completes proof of stake merge, but GPU-based Ethereum mining is not dead yet. So as in the aspect of there is forks of the original Ethereum chain. So in a sense, Ethereum mining is not really dead. It's just dead for like the main aspect for the main coin of it. But there are forks that are now available to use your Ethereum mining power for. They might not be as profitable, but there's still a way for you to use the graphics card that's used for Ethereum to go ahead and mine these Ethereum forks. So it's just something to consider if you are interested in still mining something Ethereum based, that these are available options. I am also working on another video that talks about mining after the post merge for 3 to 4 gigabyte graphics cards and higher. So kind of like a budget mining range, not just strictly for higher end ones like how this video is strictly for like Ethereum forks, so it takes a little bit more graphical power. But the other video I'm working on is just for budget mining, and it's for multiple different cryptocurrencies that are mineable that are for lower end graphics cards for 3 to 4 gigabytes. Even some of them will be available for 2 gigabytes. But I'm working on that one. This video, we're just going to be going over this article and talking strictly about Ethereum forked ones that you can go ahead and mine yourself right now if you are wanting to kind of stick on that Ethereum type chain. So to start, Ethereum's switch from proof of work to proof of stake has been completed, but it's officially announced that CryptoCoin's creator Vitalik Buterin via Twitter. This is regards as a milestone event for Ethereum ecosystem, since the required energy for maintaining the whole network should be reduced by 99%, which translates to 0.2% overall reduction from the global electricity consumption. But in my opinion, really, for all the huff and like fuss and all that kind of stuff over the power of mining and such, it really didn't take that much of a difference for the overall global electricity consumption. 0.2%, that's very, like, in my opinion, very insignificant amount. At least I would have thought it would have been like 0.5 to 1% of all the complaining and all the articles and things going on about all the mining power that's being used. So Ethereum totally killed its network, and it's only made a 0.2% difference when it comes to global electricity consumption. So in my eyes, that's not like a high amount. And I feel for all the complaining and stuff going on that this should definitely have been way higher. And in a sense, this really wasn't needed if you ask me, because the big banks and things like that, they use more power consumption than what even crypto mining does. But no one blinks an eye to that. It's just the moment a cryptocurrency comes out and people are making money and people are kind of changing the narrative of fiat, people throw a fuss and mainstream media goes into a cahoots because obviously the big banks and stuff start getting affected. Obviously not in a huge way, but there's still enough effect out there that people do get upset with it, and they just stick to the point of, oh, power consumption, power consumption. Yeah, well, if Ethereum totally killed its network of proof of work, you think there would have been a bigger impact on it, in my opinion. Now, this could be like a huge impact in a sense, but in a way, 0.2%, that seems very insignificant to me. But again, that's just my 2 cents on it. That's just kind of my rant and ramble for that. But it would also lead to, so this, like Ethereum going to proof of stake, would also lead to a massive GPU dump, resulting in considerable discounts. But this might not happen right away. It looks like not all ETH or Ethereum miners are willing to renounce their GPU exploits to embrace the greener POS version. So people that were mining Ethereum are looking for other options still. They're not going right away and dumping their GPUs like people thought. They're looking for other ways to use their graphics cards, because even if they cut a profit or stuff like that, this is just a way to, like, a new way to make money. It's a new job. It's a new form of money in a sense. So people want to continue doing it because people have little companies based around this. So they just don't want to give up because they believe in the actual proof of work theory instead of going to proof of stake and things like that. So they want to take their power and spread it out into other coins, other algorithms, or other Ethereum type coins, which what we're going to talk about in this next paragraph here. So even though Ethereum Classic already exists as a proof of work alternative to the main Ethereum chain, because Ethereum Classic was forked off the original Ethereum and it's been around for years now, but it just hasn't really gone anywhere. It hasn't really taken off mainstream wise because enough has already been done to it. So there really hasn't been any new innovations done to it. And the price point just isn't there and the profitability isn't there. So people are looking for other options. but a new hard fork named ETHPOW. So the ones I've talked about in the previous one, the ETHW, these are the ones I've made videos on before just to keep you guys updated with what's going on in the Ethereum mining world. Even though I'm not focused on Ethereum, I just like to bring the content and news to you guys. But recently, ETHPOW has been created for GPU miners. The creators of ETHW chain intended to copy the entire original ETH blockchain, complete with tokens, NFTs, dApps, and even liquidity pools. So pretty similar to Ethereum itself, the original Ethereum. However, for the time being, there are very few dApp operators, and ETHW is not backed by any stablecoin, unlike Ethereum Classic. So ETHW is not backed by USDT. I believe there's USDC. There's a few different stable coins that Ethereum Classic has over ETHW or ETHPOW, whichever you want to call it. So that's like kind of where it varies, because you cannot go and like deposit this and exchange it on multiple exchanges. Unlike Ethereum Classic, where you could go ahead, mine it, build up a wallet, and sell it on exchanges. There just isn't that market yet for ETHPOW, but that's all right, because sometimes it just takes time and innovation for it to happen. So its value remains highly speculative, like I said, because deposits aren't there for actual exchanges and stuff. ETHW still managed to get the support of Tron's founder and establish crypto exchange platforms like Polynex, I think that's how you pronounce it, and BitMEX. So there's a couple platforms that do support it, but you can't deposit it anywhere as far as I know. So that's just like kind of a downfall right now. But as most cryptocurrencies, sometimes it just takes time. And there's a lot of backfire on ETHPOW in general, or ETHW if you want to call it, because a lot of people think it's just going to be like a pump and dump, but it's hard to tell right off the hop of things. And just because someone wants to re-innovate something doesn't mean you should go against it and just assume for the worst, because you never know, it could pop off and actually do well at the end of the day. I'm just totally speaking out of like speculative, like out of like, I don't know, third person in a sense, because like I'm not one to generally support Ethereum in a sense, either if it's proof of work or proof of stake, whichever it is. So I just look at it as like a neutral level. It could obviously be a pump and dump, but it could also be something good for Ethereum miners. It all just depends on the price point and how the network itself takes the hash rate. But the problem with copying the original Ethereum chain is that ETHW now includes the difficulty bomb that would make GPU mining useless sometime in 2023. ETHW is not yet available as a coin, yet its IOU valuation is already trading at $30 American, with quite a few GPU miners planning to continue supporting Ethereum Classic, Ethereum POW, or whatever POW coin merges more profitable. The highly anticipated GPU flood that would finally put an end to the inflated prices could be postponed, just due to the fact of there's so many speculative GPU mineable coins that you don't know where all the power is going to end up, or if people are finally going to call it quits and just start listing these at a cheaper price, because like I've said in previous videos, companies and facilities and people have made a profit off of mining over the past few years. So when they go to list their graphics cards and such, they're not going to list them at ridiculous prices or a crazy reseller price, and really they're going to flood the market with cheaper cards because they're just looking to get out of it and call it a day. But with coins like Ethereum Classic and ETHPOW and whatever else comes our way, it could really put a damper on the inflated prices, so it could be pushed off a little bit when it comes to buying a GPU. A lot of people anticipated this merge to happen, and all of a sudden the next day, tons and tons of cards be listed, but that doesn't seem to be the case, obviously, because a lot of these guys want to continue mining, so they're looking for the best alternative. So even if they decide not to go with like Ethereum Classic or ETHPOW or something, there's Ravencoin, there's Flux, there's Ergo, there's a bunch of other ones that I could list off. But that's kind of what my other video I'm working on focuses on. So this one, like I said, is just kind of for these two, Ethereum Classic and ETHPOW. So if you are looking for something to mine and you have like Ethereum based cards, so cards that are higher end that you just use to mine Ethereum, Ethereum Classic and ETHPOW may be your option, because a lot of the hash rate power is kind of just offline for now because they're looking for something different. They're seeing how the market fluctuates and how the market goes about before stepping into anything more. But one small thing on the bright side of things, Nvidia and AMD are now offering the most current gen GPUs at lower than MSRP prices, so lower than normal retail pricing, in preparation for next gen launches. So that's something to look forward to. And since Ethereum mining, like the main Ethereum mining, isn't in play anymore, a lot of these newer release graphics cards shouldn't sell out as much, because a lot of the people that are in mining are just sticking with the equipment they got, because like I've mentioned before, mining right now in its whole is not really profitable, but something you can always start and get into. Just because it's not profitable right now doesn't mean in a month or in a few months down the road it won't be. Cryptocurrency in the market's always up and down, so you have to take a lot into play, and depending on how a lot of this stuff works out with hash rate power, where it goes and how coins hold up, is really going to be the determination when it comes down to the end of it here. But this was just kind of a shorter article. I just kind of wanted to put this out here, kind of put my 2 cents in after the post Ethereum merge here. I'm going to have another video, like I said, kind of going more in depth with what to mine with more budget friendly cards instead of focusing on just like Ethereum forks and things like that. I'm going to be going through a lot of the coins that are available to mine and where to mine them and what equipment to use. So that's something to look forward to. But I just wanted to give my 2 cents with this article, a quick update for you Ethereum miners that still want to kind of mine. There are options out there on the Ethereum chain, just not the original, I guess, Ethereum as you would call it, where it's like 2 or 3 grand a coin. These coins are a lot lower priced, but something like I said, with the market fluctuations, you never know at the end of the day what's going to work out, what's going to change. It's just really hard to predict. You can read a lot of predictions and things and people that think they know it all, but at the end of the day, it's really hard because there is no real decision when it comes to cryptocurrency. It's going to do what it wants because it's not like a normal stock market in a sense. Yeah, people are buying and mining, but really when technology and innovation starts coming out with some of these coins, that's when really things start to pump and take off. And it's just in a bear market just due to a lot of the mainstream and a lot of the downplay when it comes to cryptocurrency. I'm not saying I know what I'm talking about, but I'm just kind of going off the general consensus of things and off of these different articles I've been reading. But that's just my point of view. Everyone has their own point of view and how things are going to go. But this is just my take on it, and I wanted to share it with you guys and let you guys know that, GPU-based Ethereum mining is not fully dead yet, because this article does bring up a few good points when it comes to that. So I just wanted to share that with you guys and keep it short and simple. But again, I hope you all have an amazing day. If you did enjoy this type of video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, as I'm always posting news videos, tutorials, just information about cryptocurrency and crypto mining in general. I'm hopefully, eventually one day I'll be back into mining myself. So I'll kind of be going back to my original content, just kind of doing like updates about my rigs, where I'm at with it. But right now I'm currently not mining just because of my situation, not because I don't believe in it, just because of where I am living and things like that. There's a lot that comes into play with that, but that's just my own personal thing going on, so I don't want to go too in depth and ramble on about that. But again, I hope you all have an amazing day, and this is Krebsy Crypto signing out.